Well, joining me now live from Mines Money Connect in London is Saf Dillon, the CEO of iMetal Resources. They are listed on the TSXV with the ticker IMR. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. Saf, how are you doing?
Hi, Mark. Thanks for having me. Actually, doing great.
Good.
It's a great conference, great city, and everything's going great.
You told me it's the first time you've been in London for 10 years.
Yes.
Why did you come? I mean, was it specifically for this event?
Yeah, actually, I attended the Mines and Money in Miami just a couple of months ago, earlier this year, and I thought it was a great event, well attended, great investors informed, really actually the kind of people that we're trying to connect with, and that's why we're here.
Perfect. So what's it been like? Has your diary been packed like everyone else's I've been talking to these last couple of days?
Yeah, I think we've had meetings both yesterday and today from 9:30 a.m. Back to back to back.
And lots of interest
Full days.
in the story?
Yes.
Is there? Okay.
Definitely.
Well, tell me a little bit about the story then. Give me the elevator pitch, the high-level overview of the company, what you're all about.
Sure. Actually, as our mission statement says, or states, it says that we're on a mission to a discovery. And well, mind you, there's thousands of junior mining companies, natural resource companies out there. I think one of the things that sets us apart is we have 4 projects, 3 that are gold focused in Ontario, 1 that's focused on graphite in Quebec, but all of our properties that are gold focused, we actually share a border with a major or much larger companies. We have roughly a $10 million market cap. Our neighbors are $600 million market cap, and we have a $40 billion major gold producer that we share a border with.
Okay, so you said $10 million market cap.
Canadian.
Okay, Canadian. Yes. Okay, so that's not huge.
We're considered a micro cap, yes.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, well, tell me about the projects then. Let's talk about gold then. So you've got 3 projects in gold. Is that the focus of the company, precious metals?
Exactly.
Okay.
The 3 gold projects, actually all 4 of our projects, are located in what's called the Abitibi Greenstone Belt, or also known as the Abitibi Greenstone Gold Belt. This belt, which runs through Ontario and a large swath of Quebec, since the early 1900s when the first gold was discovered there, this region has produced over 200 million ounces of gold, over 400 million ounces of silver, I believe 15 billion pounds of copper, and 35 billion of zinc. It also hosts 21 major distinct mining camps, and all of the large gold producers all have projects within the Abitibi. So we're very fortunate to have major neighbors. And
you're right in the heart of a gold district.
We're on the road to discovery.
And who are the majors in the area? Give me an idea.
Our immediate neighbor is Agnico Eagle. You have IAMGOLD. You have basically, like I said, the who's who of the gold producers globally.
And they are producing.
Everybody has a presence there.
Okay.
Yes.
So what stage are these projects at then? I mean, how close are they to resource or getting production going?
We've currently got about 4,000 meters that we've completed drilling at our flagship property called Gauganda West. This is the one, as I mentioned, it sits right next to Agnico Eagle, and it's in what's known as the Shining Tree Camp. This is probably the least developed of all the camps that are in the Abitibi. But basically, as I mentioned, we've got 4,000 meters completed to date. Within the last 30 days, we just did 1,800. So by about mid-June, we're expecting to get those assays back from the lab.
Okay, so about May, June to get some assays back.
That's correct.
And what's the aim of this of these drill programs? And is it to get to a resource? Or?
So there's actually a well-known resource called the Juby deposit that actually sits less than 300 meters from our boundary. So our thesis or the aim of our drilling program is to either prove that there's a natural extension of the Juby deposit that extends through our property, or maybe potentially we have what is the feeder zone. But we do know all the work that we've done in the last 18 months, we've identified 5 new gold trends. The largest one, well over a kilometer in length, open at both ends, open at width, open at depth. All our drill holes are roughly about 300 meters.
Okay. So you said your mission statement was to discover. Is it fair to say you have discovered? Or you've now got to find how much you've discovered?
Exactly. We don't have a resource yet, but every hole that we've drilled, we've hit anomalous gold.
Okay.
Might be low grade, but our objective is, of course, maybe by the time we get about 10 times, so from 4,000 meters to 40 to 50,000 meters, roughly within the next year, we should have a better idea of what we have.
Okay, so really the objective is to keep drilling to get to 40 to 50,000 meters worth of drilling to then start defining a resource?
That's hopefully by the time we get to about 40 to 50,000 meters, we have a better idea of what we have beneath the surface.
Indeed. And is this the same? So you've got the 3 gold projects. Is activity going across all 3?
We're focused actually on Gauganda West.
Okay.
That's our flagship property. The other 2 properties, one of them we acquired last year. It's called the Kerrs Gold Deposit. That actually has roughly just under 400,000 ounces of gold in the ground. We're actually not drilling that right now because we actually have all the infrastructure in place at Gauganda. Okay. There's multiple companies around us that are hitting high-grade silver, gold, and other minerals.
Okay. So that project's not got active exploration on at the moment.
That's
focuses
correct.
on the
Gauganda West does, and then we have a drill bit that's also turning on our graphite property in Quebec.
Indeed.
That was actually previously drilled 7 years ago. There was I believe over 7% graphite jumbo flakes identified on the property. And then last December 2022, one of our neighbors made a major new discovery less than 1.5 kilometers from our property. It was a polymetallic discovery, meaning they found copper, silver, molybdenum, and a little bit of gold as well.
Okay.
So,
and what's the rationale behind having the graphite project? It's obviously very different from gold, precious metals. Is that just because it's a good opportunity, you think?
It was actually, so I took over the company roughly about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And this was a project that the company had already acquired.
Okay.
But that project was actually shelved and just sitting there. We own all our projects 100%. Kerrs Gold is the only project that we actually have 2 outstanding payments, but that's at the company's discretion. We're obviously going to maintain this property, and we're actually going to be active on all these properties as we own them 100%.
Okay. And the objective then at the graphite project, what is that to do? You've got a discovery there so far, you say?
I wouldn't call it a discovery. We've had graphite that's been discovered, but we don't have a resource as of yet. So again, this is going to take, we've had maybe 1,000 meters drilled this year.
Okay.
Drill bits have been idle actually at both properties because of the recent unseasonably warm weather.
Okay.
But we expect to re-engage or reignite the drill bits roughly in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
So today's April 26th, so we're thinking probably by mid-May we should have both these drills turning again.
Okay, excellent. And in terms of financing all of this then, you said earlier before we went on air that you've actually closed some financing deals recently.
Yes. Actually, since January of this year, we've actually had about 5 million roughly warrants that were priced at 20 cents that were exercised. That brought in about $1 million hard cash.
Okay.
Then we also did a flow-through financing in Canada. That's the tax credits that the company then issues to investors. We actually had 3 institutional investors come in for roughly $400,000 each. Okay. And we closed on another roughly $1.3 million in flow-through financing.
Okay.
So we do have cash. At some point we will be looking to raise more money.
Indeed. If you've got to drill 40 to 50,000, that's you require the capital to do that.
That's part of the reasons why junior companies go public, to access the capital markets. Indeed. To raise the money you need to develop the assets.
Indeed. Well, certainly from the investment case, I'm getting that you have that discovery, certainly with the gold there, and you have ambitious plans to drill a lot more. You're around in the heart of a active gold region with majors around you. So
we're looking to be the next major big Canadian discovery.
The next major big Canadian discovery.
Yes.
If I was to ask you to perhaps sum up the investment case for investors, sell the story sort of thing, or sell the vision, what would you say?
You know what? Again, just like I said, we've got 3 gold-focused properties. I think we're just at the beginning of a major gold bull run, and we're surrounded by much, much larger companies that have deeper talent pool, deeper pockets, and they obviously see something there. If you go to our website, imetalresources.ca, take a look at Gauganda West, you'll see us. We're smack in the middle, surrounded by very, very successful companies.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for introducing the company to us today. That is Saf Dillon, the CEO of iMetal Resources here at Mines Money Connect in London. Very good to meet you.
Thank you, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stopboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.